What is up, everybody? Welcome to the first video on this channel, and this video I'm just really going to go into a quick overview. Well, not really quick, but we're going to go to an overview of how I basically started and got into doing YouTubing, my past channels leading up to this channel, and what I'm going to do to try and make this channel better than my other channels, even though it's a different genre than what I was originally doing. Sorry if the camera's running around a bunch. I'm holding it. At some point I'll probably put it down, but for right now I feel like this is just a good angle rather than you guys just seeing the mess my room is right now of light stuff, which I'll get into that towards the end of this video after I explain the story. But basically I started YouTube I think when I was about 13, and we were in Alabama, and I wanted to start a YouTube channel for when we were going on vacations and stuff, so I wanted to have a way to remember that, since we've gone so many places, and I remember we went there, but like I don't remember the memories clearly, and so I felt like just having a video. Sorry, we have a black squirrel that lives in our backyard, and he's like, I just saw him running across the road. His name's Barry, by the way. You don't need to really know that, but I just thought of it right now. I'm getting off a track, but I wanted to be able to look back and see what we did, and just have that look back on the future, and other people can enjoy where we went and the content that I make. Because Hidden Dodge just was gonna plan on trying making it like fun and entertaining. But we ended up, after Alabama, we got stationed here and we sold our camper. If you don't know where here is, we live in we live, I'm not going to say exactly where, but we live in either Bellevue, Papillion, or Omaha of Nebraska. And obviously, since this is my light channel, eventually you'll probably know my address. But we moved here, sold our RV, and so we didn't really go camping anymore. So I basically turned my channel into a vlogging channel, but I never really did any vlogging, and that was actually recently, like a month or two ago, that I changed that. And then I also have an extra channel and a gaming channel, but I actually stopped posting on all those to do these two channels that I'm making. Lights on Valley View, as of right now, that's what the name is, and I'm gonna make an extra channel for like any extra videos that are not related to my light stuff. But I just feel like with my video editing skills, that's another reason why I want to get into YouTube, was so I could practice video editing. I feel like I can just use those skills with my other hobby, which is my light stuff that I like to do, that I started this year, and just turn it into something fun. So back to the beginning of the story, before what I just told you. This started off with me wanting to make a Gacha Life channel, because my friend had one. So we were going to name it Snow Wolf. She was Starry Wolf Uwu, Stari Wolf Uwu, and she's like, oh, why don't you be Snow Wolf X or something like that? I'm like, oh, that's cool. But then I thought of Snow Wolf, and then that never actually happened. That was in Las Vegas. That was like 5 years ago. And so that never really happened. Like I said, I started the vlog channel Snow Wolf Fun. It turned into J Mike Fun, because I figured Snow Wolf sounded a little weird, because I'm not a wolf. And it just didn't really like fit the channel or my personality or anything really well. So, what I did was I decided to change the name. So like I said, then it was J Mike Fun. And I'm like, that still doesn't really have like a specific genre. I was making all these random different types of videos, just didn't really fit anything. Like, people were subscribing for like on my shorts, and they were unsubscribing later. And then I sort of realized, getting back into this, I was like, not back into it, but like sort of realized as I was going on, I was posting less because I had school. I started public high school this year. As a freshman, and I just realized, my friend was talking to me, he's like, you need to post like a specific like genre and stick with it, find something you like to do that. And I figured, why not make a light channel? I tried to do that, it was called J Mike Lights, and I ended up, no, this isn't gonna be really good. But I figured one of my favorite YouTubers with this light stuff is How To Pixel. He also has another channel called Bridgeport's Brightest Lights. And they're both really good channels. I love all the videos. Half of the information I learned about all the light stuff I know today, I've learned from him. And so I've also been like looking this stuff up for like 2 years. And so it's been a long like sort of like journey of like going back and forth. Oh, that's not gonna work, so I'll delete that channel. And so I deleted the J My Life channel. Not deleted it, but just stopped posting on it. And it ended. Oh my gosh, this feather keeps poking me in my pillow. And basically, I'm like, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna post sequences. It's not gonna be very fun. Then I got into, after this year, after I had all my light stuff up, I realized, hey, with how to pixel stopping the light show, at least for now, after this year, why don't I'm not gonna make tutorials. I'm not great like him. I'm not copying him. But why don't I make a channel for real this time and stick with it, where I post my light sequences, I show you my journey and like setup and tear down, like all of that. Because I know I've seen YouTube channels, they post like their house, but then they'll stop posting like 1 year, and I don't really know why. I also looked that up on my channel up on my school computer, and there wasn't anything for this year. But with my school computer, it's very sensitive about like what content and stuff shows. And like if a new video is posted and I look at it on my phone, it'll show. And even if it's appropriate, it won't show on my computer for like a few weeks. I think it's just because it like YouTube looks at it or whatever. Anyway, but my point is, this is gonna be like setup, tear down, my sequences my sequences outside. I'll probably record a video of those sometime soon. But I just want this to be a really fun channel where I can do fun stuff with all my light stuff, give good content for you guys to watch, and just, yeah. I want to, when I show you what like stuff I do, I want to show you like what kind of light stuff I have. I want to show you what I'm using, because like I see YouTube channels, I'm like, ooh, what are they using? They're like mini DMX moving heads that like were coming down from the garage, moving across their driveway, and it looked really cool. And I want to figure out what they were, but the only thing the description said was "Pixels sync to Christmas music," and I was just like, really, that's all you can? Why am I holding tape? I don't know. And I was like, really, that's all you can do? That's all you can say? You don't say like anything else other than you post every year and that's it. So I definitely want to make sure when I do make all of like my sequence videos, I want to make sure that I am showing you guys what I'm using and all that. This fan is really distracting. There, it's less distracting. Anyway, so that's my plan. I want to do all that. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to turn out. I don't know how the light show is going to turn out. This was my first year. Next year, I'm planning on doing a like 12-foot mega tree and then one of those talking Christmas trees from Boscoyo. But it's like 1,000 something to get the pieces off of the metal pieces off of wired watts. Now I could just make like a DIY one with like wood or something. Like there's a YouTuber that I've seen, he like has one that's metal, and he has the other one that he made, like the newer one, and he made it cheaper by using just wood and then supporting it, going down on all four sides. No, that's a cool design, and it works, and, you know, it's cheaper. So I'm gonna try and figure something out that's a little cheaper than that, because I cannot afford like $1,600 some dollars of the stuff this year. It was supposed to be a really easy design last year. Like, this is what I said in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna start going over this year, because this year's already over, but I want to show you what I tried to do. So basically what I tried to do, my phone's at an angle, so it looks a little weird, is, if I can grab it, my goodness, this thing was this design right here. Now, this thing does not like me. I mean, the lights don't. So this is just a light strip in here. The other one is actually somewhere. I don't know why. I'm resorting everything right now before we put it away for the year. That way it's easier to get out next year. But these were supposed to work. Like, we have the PEX tubing. They go in here. You put these on T's with a metal rod across, something like that. And it was sort of like a design that we sort of went with, but it also wasn't. So it was like, we're doing our own thing too. And we got it, the stuff sort of set up, and we're like, this is really annoying. The PEX isn't like bending because it's very hard to bend. Oh my gosh. And it just wasn't bending very well. And so we kind of like got it to work, sort of. And so we plugged it in, and we're like, why aren't the lights working? So we plugged in the strip that I haven't put into the tube yet. and I was like trying to troubleshoot with it, and I couldn't figure it out. I was troubleshooting after this year with all the new settings and stuff. I figured out that could have messed with it. Nothing. I just think they were working, and now they just don't work with it for some reason. Um, I could just not have it configured correctly. There could be something I'm missing. I don't know. There was one thing that I saw actually in a video today that I think could help with the problem. If I can figure out how many pixels are on each of those little chip before one of those little black chips is there, that might be it. I doubt that it is, but that's just a little something I thought of. So that design didn't end up working. And so we ended up with this giant thing of 1-inch PEX tubing that we couldn't, 1 inch, that we could not really, don't fall, it's gonna fall, gosh dang it, that we couldn't really use for anything. And we were like, no, we're still sticking with the arches design. So we ended up getting these Biscoyo. They are bat and snowflake arches. And they hooked up the PEX tubing. We got those. It was very hard. I cut it too short because I wanted to do it by myself, which is a bad idea. I should have just waited for my dad. And it just did not work super well. We finally got it figured out. Yay. By that time, it was like December 10th. Like, we need to get this out. We got the little arches. So I have little black Biscoyo arches. And that was actually still part of the original design. But that was the non-expensive part. And so we finally got everything up by like December 20th. And we got a tune-in sign also. It just says tuned to 95.5. It's one of the Biscoyo ones made out of the coral plastic. The thing I like about it is it uses exactly 200 pixels, whereas other models like the bat snowflake arches, the two white ones we have on the ends of our yard, are 341, so they don't use exactly 350. It's really annoying. So there's always 8 pixels hanging off of it, but it's fine. Because I can just disable them, because I figured out how to do that. I'm so smart. Anyway, I like the Biscoyo products and stuff like that better when all the pixels match up evenly. But anyway, that's what we got up working. We got it working finally by like December 24th. We had the entire show running. And it was very fun, but we got it up super late. And this year I'm working on making the sequences better. We're starting to plan for next year's elements of what we're adding. And I was working on the sequencing. I'm using 2 of the songs I used this year, plus a few new ones. I'm not quite sure which ones yet. And I was working on the old ones that I was like doing better. And I basically modeled our entire house outline, along with the 2 talking trees I want to do, and a matrix over the small window with the mega tree, and 4 candy canes additionally, than what we already had. So that's my plan, and I figured that's a good plan to start with, because after this year, everything is probably going to be less expensive, because I just need the pixels, and like the mounting, like these. I'll show you what it is. It's basically this big roll, and it's like these holes that are 1 inch spaced, and you put pixels in them, and you use that for the house outline. So it's not as expensive. The pixels are expensive when you buy a lot at once, but we basically went ahead and I'm like, okay. No, I went ahead. I'm like, okay, I'll model it like this, and then yeah. So next, I don't know what my plan is going to be after this year. Obviously, I'm starting to plan for this year. But I was realizing that it's almost just it's like January 17th. And I already have one sequence done. The one that I was literally just making a little bit better from last year. And then copying the effects to the house to make certain effects look better and blah, 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 blah. And I was redoing one of my other sequences. And I added all the talking elements using a website that I found. And it was going well. I'm like, okay, oh, that looks good, it looks good. And I realized, I'm trying to make it more professional. And then I finally just realized today, I got my computer taken away because I had got on it and started working on XLEX without asking, and I forgot that I had to take those stakes out of the stakes for the arches actually out of the ground because they were so frozen we couldn't get them out till the past 2 days. And the past 2 days it was like 48 to 47, 48 degrees. So they were easier. Man, I spent almost an hour out there and I still couldn't get them, and they were so annoying. And now my hand hurts. My leg cramped up yesterday, and now my leg hurts. I'm just complaining now. I'm gonna stop. But basically, it wasn't super fun. So I'm gonna try and plan on taking the light show down earlier next year and having it up earlier. But I realized I needed to slow down the sequencing. Like, the way I was sequencing it, I was doing it super fast. I can get a sequence down within like 3 days if I worked on it for like 2 hours a day. And I was like, okay, great. And I realized I want it to look better than it does. I don't want it to look like last year, but copied to everything. I want everything to have a unique effect, look really good, be timed correctly. And so I'm like, you know what? Since my computer's taken away, I think I can still use it. I think my dad just wants me to ask to use it, which I haven't asked him yet, but I'm going to. Actually, after this recording's done. But, I realized, I'm going to slow down with the sequencing now. I'm going to take more time. I'm going to change out certain effects now, which is going to be more annoying considering I have the thing already finished and I just have to replace the effects. But it'll be worth it, I think, in the long run, considering I still have February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, end of August, beginning of September, so like 7.5, 8 months-ish till I have to like be done with the sequencing and focus on getting everything up. And like, that's plenty of time. If I can get like a song or two done in a month, done in like a couple days, like a week, in a month I could possibly get like a song done, another month another song done. You know, when I don't have homework, I come home and I either get on video games or X-Lights, which isn't very productive to get on video games as soon as you get home from school and you don't have homework. But it's just what I do, which is why I started getting in trouble for like not asking, not finishing my chores first. Which now I sort of realize, no, I need to be more active. And I know I'm saying that as I'm recording a video sitting in my room for like the past 17 minutes, but it was just the thing. I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah. So I'm going to, when I get my computer back, and I like finish all my stuff. So I'll probably have less time to honestly work on sequencing, but I have a way longer duration than I was using in my head. In my head, I was like, I'll get this done in a few days, you know? And then I wasn't think about it. But thinking about it is actually better because I can think about what I want to add, how I want to do this and that, and like add that at home when I get back from school. Obviously, I can't like think about it too much because I also have to focus on school. But, you know, when I have like breaks and stuff, work on sequencing, use those ideas that I thought of and try and make them a reality. Eventually, what I want to do is I want to have an entire house outline. I want to have another video on my computer showing you all that of what my future plan is. I'm not going to go into this video because this video is almost 20 minutes long. This is my first video, so it's going to be unedited. So sorry about my rambling on. I stayed on task really well for this video, considering in my past channels I always got off focus really easily. But luckily with this phone, I can literally just do this. And now the video's recording, but I switched the angles. I'm so smart. I don't know why I keep saying that. I don't. Anyway, so that is the end of this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. The next video we'll get into like my X-Lite stuff and my future models, what I have right now, what I want to do in the future. It will be a shorter video, trust me. I will try and script it and make it shorter and better edited. Hopefully I'll have better graphics for this channel. Because right now it's literally just a picture of my arches in the front yard for my profile picture, and then the picture of all the arches in the front yard for my YouTube banner. So I'm gonna work on my graphic stuff soon. Not right now, because I'm not super worried about it right now. Right now I'm gonna actually go downstairs and finish my laundry. But that is in this video. We do hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. So hope you guys have a good day. I've already said it like 3 times, but have a good day. and I will see you guys in the next video.